Good evening, everybody. At least it's evening here. My name is Ronnie, and I'm with Whip and Chain. And today I want to show you how to make this beautiful Christmas. Could be an ear warmer or a headband, but it's adorable and it works up really, really fast. All right, so let's go over what we're going to need for it. Pair of scissors. I'm using an H 5mm crochet hook. And for yarn, you can use Super Saver Red Heart. I'm going to be doing white, but you can do it in red, any color that you'd like, but I do suggest 2 colors, pair of sewing needles, and my fuzzy yarn that I think I left out in the living room. But anyway, so we're going to get started. And I will bring in the fuzzy yarn in a moment. So, first things first, I want you to crochet a chain that it goes around the circumference of your head. Don't make it too loose. Whatever chain goes comfortably around your head, I would after you find that size, I would probably take about 4 stitches out. That way it has to stretch a little bit, because if it's too loose, it'll just slip off. Okay, so that's the size of the chain. And once you got your chain, I'm going to be doing a small sample here too. I'm just going to crochet 10, but you crochet as long as you need for the circumference of your head, okay? So, what I want you to do is I want you to turn your chain over. I'm on a close-up so you can see. So, when you turn your chain over, there's loops, little humps on each stitch right there. See it? And each stitch has them. See them? Each single stitch has them. So that's what the back is. The front has this beautiful chain. Okay. So I want you to turn it over. Well, before you turn it over, go down to the second chain from your hook, flip it over, and I want you to single crochet in every loop. Now, this is my recommendation for this project. If you crochet on the front of it in one of those 2 little sides of the chain, it's not going to allow this to be flexible. It'll be real stiff, and when you try to put it on your head after you did all that work, it's not going to feel right. But if you get started this way, this allows it to be a little more flexible. Okay? That's all. So I just heard on the news there's a chance we might have snow on Thanksgiving. We will see. Haven't had that happen in a long, long time. And don't forget your last stitch. That's my heater in the background. Don't forget the last one. Okay. Now if you take your thing out, you can see what I mean. That it's much more pliable than if you would have started the other way. So this is going to be a 1 row repeat, and it's really simple, but I'm going to focus on you guys making sure you understand the edging on these, because that has been some questions. Okay, see where this first stitch is? I'll recommend that you put your finger right on it. Okay, I want you to chain 1 before we do anything. Now in that first stitch that you put your finger on, the back loop only, you have a loop that's closer to you and a side loop that's away from you. I want you to take that one that's away, put your hook in, bring up some yarn, and just do a single crochet. And same thing in every stitch. Okay, just single crochet. I want you to go all the way down your entire chain. Okay. When you're at your end, you're going to turn it. Put your finger on your last chain. I want you to chain 1. And you put your hook in that same chain. Back loops only. And you single crochet all the way across. Now I'm going to show you how to do an edge again. And then what I'm going to recommend is, until you're comfortable with the edging on your own, you can just keep replaying. Go back and replay this part in the video where I'm showing you how to do your edging to keep your side straight. Okay, so you did your last stitch, turn it. I always recommend put your finger on that first stitch right there. Chain 1 and then single crochet in the back loop. Okay, and that's how this is done. Now I want you to pick the thickness that works for you. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. I had a sample set aside. Now, the length of this, if you can see it all, is perfect for my head. And this is the thickness that I want. If I go too thick, it'll stick out on the back of my head. And I truly don't want that. So now, I want you to pick a darning needle. Oh, wrong. Crochet hook. I'm sorry. We're not on the darning needle yet. Now, both sides are the same. So, I want you to bring your headband together. Okay. Do a slip stitch. Yeah, to start your starting hook. Right, try to match it up as even as possible. Okay. Put your hook in as to the edge as you can. Grab some yarn, pull it up, and go through. And tighten your stitches. Okay. and you go into the next loop. Grab some yarn and pull through. Just keep doing it all the way down. Just make sure you have it lined up as good as you can. Okay, all the way down. Make sure you get the edges really, really good. Okay. When you get the whole edge done, do one more chain. Leave a long tail for now. Chain one. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to leave one tail to keep. We'll keep that one. And the rest of them, I would advise right now so they don't get stuck in anything, to hide, lock in your tails. Okay. So we're going to lock in all our tails, and as soon as I'm done with that, I will come back and we'll see in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to turn this right side out. Looks nice. I still have my tail here, okay? But first, I am using called Cozy Sherpa. It's out only for a limited time. It's just really soft, and it is super bulky, number 6. We're not using the recommended hook. I'm going to continue to use my H hook. So what I need you to do is take this, get your starting slip knot. Okay. Now, we're going to leave space. We're going to leave about an inch space. You're going to crochet. You're going to start here and go all the way around and stop here. We're going to leave one little gap. Okay. But to start this, put your hook in. Okay. And bring it through. And I want you to wrap, go into the next one, grab it, and come through. And you're going to do double crochet. Now I want you to hide in your tail if you can. Now, when you're double crocheting, stay as close to the top as you possibly can so your edging looks nice and neat. And hide it in your tail lets you not worry about hiding it later. Okay, so I want you just to double crochet all the way around. You wrap it, and go in your stitch, grab and come back up. Okay. And you do definitely need the double crochet. Single crochet doesn't show this off as well. These can be made in about an hour, maybe hour and a half, depending on your speed of crocheting. And there's no race for these. There's no need to be a race for these. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. See you in a little bit. Okay, I am coming around to the front. I'm already liking this white one better than the red one, and I think the red one's absolutely stunning. I love to experiment with colors because you just never know what's going to end up being your favorite. And I'll do one more. And then just one more. Now, this, I hid this so I can cut the rest of that tail. Okay. Now, here's the top with the gap. Now we're going to do the same thing to the bottom. We're going to leave a gap. Okay, pull through, wrap it, and double crochet. Okay, and now make sure you stay in just the top stitches, okay? Believe it or not, this project's almost done already, and I'm not hiding my tail. Where'd my tail go? Oh, I messed up on that. So I can either take out my stitches or I can sew it in. And I'm opting take out because this is harder to hide. Okay. Crocheting is all about choices, and that's what makes it fun. So we got to groom Maggie's dog yesterday, Miss Betty. We absolutely love her. I don't think she likes the baths though. And she definitely was not a fan of her nails being grinded, but we got it done. We're always excited to see her come when it's her appointment day. So I would love to hear your comments on how you think we're doing on the videos. Maybe some ideas if you think there's something we can be doing better. Making videos is something that I am truly learning as I'm going. The very first couple ones I did, I was terrified. For many reasons. I don't like hearing my own voice, but from what I understand, that is a lot of people. And just afraid of making mistakes and being critiqued all the time. But I've learned that I'm never going to please everybody. But if there's a couple people out there we help, that's a huge win for me and Maggie and Lauren. And it's exciting that people from all over the world can have access to see our videos. So now I just need you to continue this double crochet until you reach the front. Okay, I will see you there in a couple minutes. Okay, I am slowly making my way around, and I think it's official. I like the white one much better than the red one, but the red one's beautiful. The red one is probably one of the items that we're going to add to the end of the month drawing that we're going to do for giveaways. So come join us on Facebook under WIP, WIP, and Chain, Work in Progress. Join our group. We are slowly getting people that's seen us on TikTok coming and joining us. I'm getting more and more people following our videos. This is really wonderful. This is really what we wanted to happen, and get a safe place for people that want to learn a little more of crocheting. Okay. That should be good. All right. Okay. So, here it is. Now, I want you to take your long tail, and I want you to string it up on a darning needle. Okay. So then, I'll bring in a little close so you can see what I'm doing. Take your needle, and I want you to just go down and just catch all the rows going down. Okay. Now I want you to go down the other side. See how I'm just skimming the tops of the crochet? Okay. Pull it and pull tight. See how it crunched it? Okay. Now, just set that down. Take your crochet, your yarn, and I want you to do a chain of 14. 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Second chain, turn it over, and I want you to single crochet in each loop in the back like we did on the project. Okay. One thing I didn't tell you about doing these back humps, once you get the chain started of the back humps, a lot of times they'll just start showing themselves in every chain going down. It's almost like they're standing to attention saying, here I am. Okay. Put your fingers on the first stitch. I want you to chain 2, and I want you to double crochet in each stitch. Okay, turn, chain 1, and a single crochet in each stitch, and then tie off. Okay. So you take it, and you wrap it around. Okay, so you take your needle, and I need you to sew them together on the back. Okay. Then you have it where you want it. I suggest you come up through the back to the front, and you just go back in just one stitch over just to secure that so it doesn't move. Okay. And then tie off on the back. And then there, you have your headband. You need to adjust a little bit, adjust it. There she is. Pretty. And if you want, you can even take these edges in, which I think I'm going to do. Just a little bit. But it turned out very nice. And I would love to see your projects when they're completed. As always, we thank you for following us on Facebook and subscribing to our YouTube channel. I am Ronnie with Whip and Chain alongside Maggie and Lauren, and we look forward to seeing you real soon. Have a great night, everybody.